Hello everyone. Today I will show you how you can customize your loupedeck live, loupedeck CT, so you can get the best out of it for your PC. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so here we have the loupedeck. So you already know you can add custom profiles, and if you go over to the website you can also download custom profiles and more default profiles. I've also added the one for Chrome, Outlook, and Zoom, and they work pretty well. Alright, so the best way to get the best out of it for Windows is add in a software called Windows Hotkey, where you can launch an application, a document, a folder, custom text with just a shortcut. So let's say we want to add a program such as, I don't know, Google. You would need to go find the exe file and click on it and add the shortcut you want to add, shift control plus the letter, and okay, and then next time you click that it will open up Chrome. So I've added some for my folders and some programs to open up. Alright, so first thing is go to Windows, create a profile for Windows, and if you don't have one, it should come with the Windows profile. Alright, so click on Windows, then go to Custom. Before that, make sure you add it to the correct workspace that you want to add it. So let's say these are the workspaces that I've added. So let's see, I have the date, time, copy and paste. I can go ahead and open up File Explorer, go ahead and close it, open up the Windows settings. I can open up the left screen recording, the right screen recorder with these two right here. Open up the calculator tab. Okay, so that always comes in pretty handy. I've added folders to open up, such as music, sound effects, for the Osmo Pocket, the drone videos, logo, intros, any type of video presets I need, and many more. More folders to add, and this is more folders that I'm going to be adding soon. And here I added web links. So let's say I want to open up Pixabay. It's right there. DeviantArt, Unsplash. These are websites where I get photos for Photoshop. They're free. So, and the way you add these are head over to the loupedeck, go to the Windows, and here I have the page links workspace, go to custom. Alright, let's say we're gonna name Pixabay. Next thing is you need to go to right here, shortcut, and go to run. Okay, so go ahead and copy and paste, copy the link of the website, go ahead and paste it right here, Control V. Go ahead and check mark it and save. You can also add an icon if you want, like the logo, choose the file, make sure it's saved on as PNG or JPEG, one of those two, and save it. Once you do that, go to your custom ones and look for the Pixabay and just add it to that. Make sure you're adding it to the right workspace that you're going to be using. So, and that's pretty much it to add the links. Okay, so that's the best way to get for Windows. Just make sure that when you're adding these shortcuts, you're adding them on the top right here on the press action. These are for the screen. If you add them right here on the rotation adjustments, they're only gonna work for the knobs. So make sure you add them on the top, and make sure you're adding them to the right program. Okay, so once you do that, that's gonna give you the best loupedeck settings for Windows. Okay, so here I have After Effects. I can just go ahead and click New Comp. Okay, it will show me the control panels, the effects controls. You can change the comp settings. Since I'm always switching from headphones to speakers, I can also go ahead and change that. Go ahead and clean the media disk, clean the cache, save the project, undo, redo. You can go ahead and trim this. Okay. And then trim comp to work area, duplicate, pre-compose. Okay, so, and you can also add whatever shortcut you want, such as whatever you use the most. So added some keyframes in here. Okay, so also another good thing I did for After Effects was, since I use Mocha a lot, go ahead and pick Mocha. Alright, so once you in Mocha, go ahead. So you can see I have the X-spline, the move tool, to the Bezier, to the move tool, rectangular spline, elliptical. So all the shortcuts for that are here, I have pretty much added them to the loupedeck. Go ahead and jump to the first frame, to the last frame, previous, play it. You know, you could track, stop tracking, use the Uber key, save, clear the cache. So these are things that save time, you know, to do. And the way you add Mocha to the loupedeck is, once you have Mocha open, go ahead and right click on it right here on this. Go ahead and right click on it again, go to properties, and this is the location you're looking for. Okay, so go to the loupedeck live right here, add a new application, go ahead and browse. We're going to look in the C drive, programs, Adobe, common, plugins, 7, and this is the file we're looking for. So pretty much this right here tells you how to get to this. So that's all I did. I just follow these locations. Once you get to there, go ahead and select it, name the application, and save it. And once you save it, you should see it right here. And the ones that you're adding, they're gonna have this little logo type. So once you have the Mocha, go ahead and click on it, add your workspace. The one I did was tracking, so this is my tracking work area. This is my export, and this is where all my tools are. So I'm gonna add more tools. Go ahead and customize. Add the shortcut that's for Mocha, such as go to File, Preferences, and look for the shortcuts that are here. So whichever shortcuts they have, you can also change it, I believe. I think you can customize these. And once you add that, control copy, go ahead and add this right here, control copy, and name it, and then assign it. Okay. And that's how you would add plugins for After Effects or Premiere Pro. I also did Silhouette, which is pretty much the same as Mocha, the same way I found the Mocha exe. That's how you would do for Silhouette Paint. Silhouette Paint is not very customizable, but whatever shortcuts they have, you can also add them to it. And they're all there. And that is for After Effects. Okay, so for Premiere Pro we have this, where I did a tutorial earlier, but somehow the audio didn't get recorded, so here I am doing another tutorial. Alright, so here we have Premiere Pro, and I'm going to go ahead and add this clip the same way that I have for After Effects, I have for Premiere Pro. Since I'm switching from headphones to speakers, I'm always having to find myself, instead of going through here, just click on that and just choose the correct output. Go ahead and nest it, export, set to frame. So let's say this was out of frame. I would be able to just fix it. Okay. Alright, so set to frame. You can also replace this with After Effects. Go ahead and nest it. You can, let's say, close this gap. Let's say if you need to render the entire work area, you can go ahead and render it. Or if you just have a certain area that you need to render, just render FX. so it's kind of like the in and out. And there's more shortcuts that just whatever you use for when you're editing, you can just add it here. So you know, I changed the speed a lot, so just one click, you can just add tracks, add a video track or audio track. So, and if for some reason the loupedeck doesn't work on this, just make sure you go to the edit, preferences, and control surface. Once you're on control surface, go ahead and make sure the loupedeck is in here, and if it's not, just add it. And if it's not here, go ahead and download the driver once again. Make sure you download the latest version on the website and just install it on top of with this open, and you should see it there. If not, restart it once again, but you would need to reinstall the driver in order to see it here. Okay, and that's pretty much Premiere Pro, the way I use it. Okay, so the way I use this for Photoshop is the following way. So when you open Photoshop, make sure the loupedeck is connected, and the way you find it is go to plugins, loupedeck, and loupedeck info. If anything, just dock it right here. You should see the loupedeck logo. For some reason it's not showing it right now, but once you see the connected, you should be okay. So the way I have this is just I install the Photoshop profile, and I just kept the ones that I use the most, the tools such as, let's say, the lasso. If I want to remove this fish, and content aware, and it's gone. Okay. Or if I need to go ahead and invert it, let's say I want to cut the outside of it, I'll just invert, because I invert a lot, so you can also just invert the colors or deselect. Alright, so and the rest of the tools, well, you know already how they're used. It's just quicker to get to, such as tags or anything that I need. These are just adjustment layers, so let's say I need to add any type of adjustment layer that I use a lot, exposure, or it's just there. Convert to smart object, add a mask, or you could just flip it, and so on. You know, you get the idea. These are macros, so let's say you need to add a group and a mask. It's just there, one click, a layer, and a high pass. So it's just macros. And the best one that I got was to put my plugins in there. So let's say I need to open up this in optics. Open it up in optics with one click. Or if I need to open up in Luminar, perspective, match the colors. If I need to use the flood. So pretty much all my filters and plugins, I can just access them with one click. And that's pretty much how I customize the loupedeck to work with the with Photoshop. Alright, well, I hope this tutorial was helpful, and if it did, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of it, and